Okay, so maybe you can just tell us first of all why you're protesting here today.
Well, I suppose the first thing is we've had the process going. Our campaign has been going now for a few months. We launched it on the 20th of May this year.
Yeah.
And it was in response to our experience. My own daughter was diagnosed with cancer 2 years ago, and because of our experience of trying to access and retain a medical card, the initial application took 19 months. And because of that, Peter approached me with an idea for a campaign called Our Children's Health. In the early days of the campaign, it made great progress. We weren't the only ones campaigning, but we came at the right time, and there was a lot of progress made, a lot of changes announced by the government, and we were very confident that the new medical-based system would be acted swiftly upon. In fact, we were given assurances by the Taoiseach and by the Minister for Health in that regard. But when the new Minister for Health was appointed, he cast very significant doubt on that process. So that's why we're back here today. That's why we reinstated our presence from the 20th of July, was it, Peter?
Yep. So, I mean, this expert group that was set up is due to come back with its recommendations in a few weeks' time. What's your message to Minister Varadkar before that happens?
The Minister Varadkar described the work of the panel as very difficult and unrealistic. And that came as a big shock to all of us, because the previous minister gave us a clear commitment that he would act on the recommendations of that panel. And while it may be difficult to do what we're looking for, it doesn't mean it can't be done or it shouldn't be done. Because right now in Ireland, seriously ill children are diagnosed every week, and they don't qualify for medical care. They fall outside the terms of the existing system, and that can't be allowed to continue. It's not the kind of country I want to live in. It's not the kind of society that most Irish people believe in, I don't think, you know. And families just shouldn't have to be put through this nightmare of an application process. Essentially a large begging letter looking for something that should be given to them, just as a matter of course. That the state would support these families as they go through the most difficult time of their lives.
So what's the ideal scenario when this panel comes back in the next couple of weeks? What do you want to see happen from the Ministry?
I suppose the ideal scenario is that the expert panel gives a comprehensive set of guidelines on where cards could be issued on medical grounds, and that the government will realise that it makes perfect sense, that it's human, that it's logical, and that it's just that every child with a serious medical condition should be granted a medical card in advance of their plans to issue GP cards and a universal primary care to large cohorts of people in the country. It is right that they do that, and it's laudable, but not in advance, not before they make provision for the most seriously ill children.